Oh, buckle up, because Hollywood's perfect golden couple fouet just cracked like a cheap wine glass at a country bar fight. And this time, babes, it's not some tabloid whisper or a bored fan edit on TikTok. It's a full-on emotional demolition starring Keith Urban, a mysteriously accidental Maggie leak, and Nicole Kidman reportedly walking out like she's auditioning for a dramatic reboot of Gone Girl. Because, let's be honest, who wakes up expecting country royalty drama and instead ends up knee-deep in deleted voice notes, vanishing Instagram captions? And a PR team scrambling harder than Keith trying to hit that high note on tour? They said the country scene was peaceful. They said Hollywood marriages were solid. They said Keith would never, well, guess what? Those same people are currently chewing air and refreshing the Shade Room comments while Twitter, sorry, X, because apparently even the app is having an identity crisis, burns in real time. Was this an innocent studio leak gone wrong? A secret collaboration that got way too collaborative? Or did Nicole finally hit her limit of I support you, baby, and choose violence and lawyers? Stay right here, because the receipts? Oh honey, they're louder than Keith's guitar on Grammy night. And the truth? It's about to get messier than ACMA after party at 2 a.m. Let's get into it. Because this story didn't just fall from the sky, it exploded out of the calm. Manicure and martini Hollywood surface like a firework someone lit indoors. We're talking Keith Urban, country sweetheart, guitar-strumming angel boy. The man who once convinced us real love still exists, now standing at the center of the most chaotic accidental leak scandal since TikTok girls started thinking soft launching was subtle. And then there's Maggie, talented, violin-wielding rising country queen, sunshine energy, the girl next door aesthetic. Cute, sweet, humble, the one who posts motivational quotes and farm sunset photos like she's allergic to drama. And yet somehow today, she's trending above natural disasters and presidential speeches. No one saw that plot twist coming. And for the final corner of this emotional Bermuda Triangle, Nicole Kidman, Hollywood royalty, Grace Kelly energy, red carpet poise. A woman who literally survived Tom Cruise and kept glowing, so you already know she does not play when it comes to protecting her peace. The whisper around Beverly Hills? Miss Nicole didn't just walk away quietly, she glided out of their penthouse with a couture coat over her shoulder, and the kind of silence that says, lawyers will speak for me now. So what happened? What was in that leak everybody's eyes are stuck to like it's the last episode of a Netflix true crime doc? Allegedly, and I say allegedly because we're classy like that, it started with what insiders call a studio session gone. Emotional, Maggie and Keith were supposedly in the studio working on a song, called back roads and breakdowns. And y'all, the universe must have said bet because that track name manifested real quick. What people thought was a raw, behind-the-scenes creative moment turned into a suspiciously intimate voice clip floating around private fan groups. No visuals, no faces, just two voices, one sounding a whole lot like Keith's soft raspy let's talk feelings tone, and a second one sounding very Maggie-adjacent whispering something like, sometimes the music makes you feel too much, followed by a breathy laugh that did not sound like someone recording a professional duet. Now, could it be innocent? Absolutely. Does the internet care about innocence? Please. This is the same internet that decided Ariana stole someone's man the second she dyed her hair lighter. But it gets messier. Insiders claim Nicole found out about the leak before the public did. A close family source, and by close, I mean someone's cousin's hairdresser's best friend, allegedly said Nicole opened some private message, listened for 5 seconds, and simply replied, "Not again, who you dot now," before y'all clutch your pearls and start writing think pieces on TikTok. Let's be fair, Keith has never been the scandal type. His biggest controversy used to be loving guitars too much and maybe an overenthusiastic hair highlight phase in 2007. But Hollywood loyalty is like Hollywood green juice. It looks healthy until you actually read the ingredients, and of course, social media being the mature and thoughtful place it is. responded with deep respect and patience, ha 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 ha. No. Twitter, sorry, X. The app that rebranded itself and still can't figure out its identity went nuclear. Fan pages started investigating. People dissected breathing patterns like FBI analysts. One fan tweeted, "If this is real, someone call Taylor Swift because we need a soundtrack to the heartbreak." Another posted, "Nicole Kidman packing her bags in slow motion with dramatic piano music playing, cinema." But then, something even more suspicious happened. The leaked clip vanished, POOF, gone from threads, group chats, cloud drive links. Like, someone scrubbed it harder than Keith polishes his Grammy shelf. So naturally, conspiracy theorists woke up like they'd been training for this moment. Talks of PR lockdown, emergency team meetings, contracts being revised, and my personal favorite, someone texted a crisis manager at 3 a.m., but here's where it really starts spiraling. A studio insider, who, of course, chose to stay anonymous because, claims that session wasn't just Keith and Maggie. Apparently, there were whispers, tears, and one quote that has become the soundtrack of the scandal. "Some feelings don't stay in the studio." Excuse me? Did we accidentally open the script to a Nicholas Sparks reboot? And yes, maybe this is all a misunderstanding. Maybe they were just talking about music. Maybe everyone's reading too much into a breath and a laugh. But tell that to Nicole allegedly packing her skincare collection in designer luggage and calling her driver. And right as people are debating whether this is career-ending or just country-music-fan-fiction-gone-wild, boom, a cryptic post appears. Keith's account, a black screen, song lyrics, a personal reflection, a breakdown? Who knows? It simply said, "Sometimes love shakes. Sometimes truth breaks." And, would you believe it, comments disabled. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if my spouse posted breakup poetry energy phrases in the middle of a public scandal, I'd be at the front desk of hotel drama demanding answers, room service, and a receipt. And that's where we stand. One suspicious recording, one emotional caption, and a list exits so elegant it deserves its own Vogue cover. But trust me, if you think this was explosive, just wait, because the whispers coming out now, they make this look like the trailer. And just like that, Hollywood's calm surface cracked. But video is where things stop being cute dramatic and enter full investigation mode. Because the internet didn't just sip tea, they brewed a whole pot, spilled it, slept in it, and then demanded refunds. Suddenly, anonymous accounts started dropping threads like they had backstage passes to the apocalypse. Reddit detectives woke up like they'd been waiting 6 years for this storyline. TikTok drama analysts put on fake glasses and whispered into microphones like undercover CIA assets, and what did they find? Oh, honey, not facts, but vibes. And in 2025, vibes are evidence. Let's start with the now famous studio security employee, or at least someone claiming to be one, who slipped into a forum with the username Stringslinger77 and dropped this gem. I ain't saying they were holding hands, but you don't giggle like that at a married man unless something's tuning more than a guitar. Bahaha, sir, please, the way the internet clapped like he just solved Watergate. But then another leak surfaces. Not audio, this time a text screenshot allegedly from a member of Keith's inner circle. Now, is it verified? No. Does the internet care? Also no, the text read, Nicole's team told him to lock everything down. PR crisis mode. He's emotionally processing. Studio session wasn't supposed to leak. Maggie panic crying. Panic crying? Oh, we're entering Lifetime movie plot territory now. And here's the kicker. Just 30 minutes after that screenshot made rounds, Keith's team posts a statement so sterile it smelled like hand sanitizer. There was no inappropriate conduct. Creative collaboration can be emotional. We appreciate privacy. Translation? We said nothing, but please stop talking. Meanwhile, Maggie Ball, normally bubbly, guitar-swinging sunshine, suddenly goes silent on socials. No story posts. No country boots selfies. No motivational trust the journey captions. silence louder than Keith's amp during sound check. That's when fans noticed. Her IG bio changed. Just a small edit. But small edits online equal absolute chaos. It's online equal absolute chaos. Before, singer, songwriter, doing what I love after, music is Girl. Not you turning poetic during scandal season. The internet screamed, and as if that wasn't enough fuel, a Nashville gossip page chimed in with a post saying, "Rumors going around Music Row say Nicole showed up unannounced at the studio last month." Maggie left immediately. Things were tense, now pause. Nicole Kidman walking into a recording studio unannounced? In full silent Tanker Queen mode? I need that scene on film. Forget Barbie. That's the real Oscar moment. But then, it escalates, a voice note drops into a fan Discord, someone whispering like they're delivering nuclear codes, claiming Maggie told a friend it was just music. But feelings got weird. Oh, weird. That word is chaos fuel. Weird is the cousin of emotional, the best friend of mistake, and the roommate of oops-we-cross-a-line.twitter explodes again. One fan writes, "Not Maggie turning Keith into a sad guitar boy." Another says, "Nicole Kidman packing crystals and divorce papers while Keith plays breakup chords in a corner." And while all this chaos is swirling like a tornado through the Nashville-Hollywood pipeline, paparazzi photos drop, Nicole spotted at a hotel lobby looking like she's walking away from a firework factory explosion. Calm, flawless, sunglasses on, energy screaming. "I'm too rich for this nonsense." A body language analyst on TikTok pauses every millisecond of her stride like they're decoding secret alien footage. Notice how she clutches her purse. That's a woman done. Meanwhile, Keith was photographed leaving a studio wearing a hoodie and looking like a sad Labrador that knows it messed up but can't explain why. And then, the real bomb, Maggie's team issues a statement too. But not denial, not acceptance, just ambiguity. The worst thing in scandal language, art evokes emotion. Sometimes things get interpreted differently than intended. Interpret what differently? The violin? The breathing? The vibes? Girl, you could have said no comment and gone to Pilates. This is also the moment people started dragging Keith's name through past rumor archives. Old interviews resurfaced. Old comments about emotional connections in music. Old photos where Maggie hugged him too warmly at an award backstage. Because if the internet loves anything, it's digging like a dog who heard the word bone. And speaking of digging, someone claimed Keith has been writing sad, reflective lyrics in private. You mean journaling? No, darling, not in scandal culture. That's called emotional confession documentation. But then, a new twist, a private jet employee? Yes, because now we apparently have aviation whistleblowers. Drops a cryptic post saying Nicole flew out without Keith. Alone, looking distant, this mess has gone from rumor to documentary level. All that's missing is a dramatic narrator voice going, in the world of fame. Love is as fragile as a fiddle string, and if that wasn't enough chaos in one day, fans started demanding Maggie go live and explain the breathing. I'm sorry, explain the breathing? This is why aliens don't visit us. But we're not done, because tonight, someone claims there's a video, not released, just whispered about, a short clip of Keith looking emotional in the booth, Maggie leaning in too close, Nicole's shadow in the doorway. True fake? AI hallucination? No one knows. But the rumor itself? Enough to send the internet into DEFCON 1, and that's where we are. Chaos rising, receipts brewing, PR interns crying into cold Starbucks. Celebrity lawyers ironing their power suits. If you think this storm's past, oh sweetie, the eye of the hurricane is just riving, because the fallout? The legal whispers? The industry whispers. Yeah, they're about to hit like a surprise bridge in a breakup ballad, and now we enter the part of the story that every PR team fears and every gossip lover lives for, the fallout. Because scandals don't stay whispers forever. They turn into statements, subpoenas, and sad piano songs in the background of paparazzi videos. By now, the internet wasn't just watching, it was campaigning. Twitter threads turned into full investigative timelines. TikTok edits started compiling Maggie and Keith's side dives from award shows like the internet suddenly became emotional forensic experts. And Instagram pages? Baby, they turned into courtroom galleries with captions like, Nicole deserves better, and then, boom, the legal birds start singing entertainment lawyers. Those mysterious creatures who feed on retainer fees and non-disclosure agreements began dropping coded tweets like, boundaries matter when emotional lines blur. Contracts answer, silent departures speak volumes, sir, please. Just say Nicole called her lawyer and go home. Meanwhile, Keith's management does what every guilty or not celebrity team does, announce a personal break for emotional clarity. You know that phrase? Hollywood Dictionary translation? He's not okay, and neither is the PR staff. He cancels to private appearances. Suddenly fans aren't debating if he's innocent. They're debating who gets the houseplants. Nicole. Not a single word. The silence is surgical, precision, a masterclass, and I'm not fighting. I'm leaving. Rumor mill says she had a meeting with her legal team at a Beverly Hills hotel suite. Another rumor says she stayed somewhere. Undisclosed for privacy. Translation. She went somewhere expensive with white curtains and herbal tea. And then it happened. The industry reaction? Country. Music insiders start whispering that Keith's next album rollout is under review. One producer goes on a podcast and says, music is emotional, but professionalism is non-negotiable. That's polite industry talk for you messed up. Buddy, Maggie gets quietly removed from a festival lineup. Officially due to scheduling conflicts. Unofficially, the industry doesn't like smoke unless it's on stage. And while all this plays out, someone, we don't know who, leaks a supposed email from a Nashville label exec if Nicole walks for good. Keith's image goes from romantic legend to country boy in crisis. We can't risk that. A country boy in crisis? I'm sorry, that sounds like the title of his next album and also a Lifetime special. But here's where the plot thickens harder than a humid Tennessee summer. Government angle, a gossip columnist claims. Nicole's team is pushing to review contractual clauses tied to public image and conduct. Fancy way of saying, if emotions crossed a line, you might pay. We're talking millions. Endorsement deals, film contracts, touring percentages. Hollywood does not play about optics, especially with a global sweetheart like Nicole. Meanwhile, Maggie's fanbase tries #ProtectMaggie. Keith's fans fire back with #StandWithKeith. Nicole's fans? Oh, they just sit there calm like, we don't hashtag. We win. Screenshots start circulating of alleged texts between Maggie and a friend. I didn't mean for this to happen. He was vulnerable. Nicole was right. Are they real? Fake. AI hallucination? Doesn't matter. It's blood in the gossip water. And then, something we all saw coming, damage control interview. Keith pops up in a softly lit living room setting. Acoustic guitar in background like emotional props were on sale. He's wearing the sad celebrity hoodie. And he says a line destined for meme history. Sometimes your heart makes noise before your mind catches up. Double quotes. Sir, are you writing a poem or confessing? Meanwhile, Nicole posts a single quote on her feed. Silence is also an answer. No caption. No comments enabled. Just pure cinematic tension. And Maggie? She breaks silence with a shaky voice note on her story. I never wanted to hurt anyone. Music connects people. Sometimes too much connects people. Girl, that is not helping your case. That sounds like the opening line of a documentary titled Strings Attached. The Maggie Bach confessional. And for the first time, Keith looks defeated. Not rock star defeated. Not tabloid defeated. Human defeated. Pap photos show him at a coffee shop staring into a latte like it owes him emotional closure. Nicole, on the other hand, spotted walking confidently into a production meeting, graceful, composed, a woman with peace and a high credit score. Then, the moment that breaks the internet, a close friend leaks that Nicole is considering moving out for clarity and personal serenity. Translation, she's halfway out the door and the lawyers have the map. And the music world? Divided. Half think it's emotional betrayal. Half think it's blown out of proportion. Everyone thinks it's addictive chaos. One late night host jokes, country music might finally get another heartbreak classic. Good news for charts, bad news for Keith, because in Hollywood, tragedy is content, pain is PR, and scandal? Scandal is currency. And right now, Keith Urban is bankrupt in peace, but rich in headlines. As the storm reaches its peak, one thing becomes clear. This wasn't about a studio leak. It wasn't about breathing on a mic. It wasn't even about music. It was about boundaries, emotions, power, image, and the silent war between love and legacy. And in that war, someone always walks away first. But there's one question hanging in the air like guitar feedback after a sad song encore. Is this the end of the fairy tale? Or the messy middle before a redemption arc? Either way, this story isn't over. And trust me, Hollywood remembers everything. What do you think really happened behind closed doors? Was Maggie crossing lines? Or is Keith just a heartbroken man in the spotlight? And where does Nicole go from here, silent observer or decisive player? The truth might be messier than any rumor or leaked clip. Messier than any rumor or leaked clip. If you want to stay on top of every twist, every leak, and every shocking moment from this scandal, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss a single update. Join us as we uncover the untold truths on Lumi Legacy, your front row seat to Hollywood chaos.